Hi everyone, welcome to 40K on Point, the channel that quantify Warhammer 40K. This video describes the flyers for the orcs, and it is using our predefined metrics. If you want to know more about the methodology that is used in this video, please follow the link in the description. In this video, we are going to analyze the 4 flyers that are in the Orks Codex. That is the Blitza-bommer, the Burna-bommer, the Deca Jet, and the Blitza Jet. All the flyers presented in this video have a similar stat line. That is very strong mobility, moving between 20 and 50 or 60 inch, depending on the model. Weapon skill, ballistic skill 5+, strength 6 with 3 attacks. It's not very high, but it has to be taken into consideration. Toughness 6, 12 wounds, and a save 4+. All the vehicles have supersonic, hard to hit, which subtract 1 to when they're target of a shooting attack, and they have airborne, so they can only be charged and attack in melee by other flying units. So for 155 points, you are getting a Blitza-bommer that is armed with a big shooter and 2 supra shooter. The supra shooter is assault 3, strength 6, 36 inch of range, and an AP -1. Also, it was considered in this video both the Deca rule and the boom bomb. So the boom bomb was considered for the analysis. So overall, the Blitza-bommer performed well in our metrics, reaching a score of 137%. Of course, it doesn't have any melee capacity, but its shooting is good. It has a decent anti-tank shooting. It's okay at 1.46, and its armor anti-personnel shooting capacity is very good at 492. And what is exceptional, of course, like all flyers, is its mobility. So overall, when you take into consideration the damage output and the mobility, it gives a score that is higher than the defensive cost. So the defensive cost is very good at 8.50. So it means that you're paying for your defensive cost a bit less than average. We also have the Burna-bommer, which is very similar to the Blitza-bommer, 155 points. The unit is armed with twin big shooter and 2 supra shooter and 2 Burna-bombs. The Scorcher missiles were not considered. It has a Deca rule, and the Burna-bombs is more dedicated towards anti-infantry. So it also gives a unit that performed very well in our metrics, reaching a score of 131%. Almost no melee capacity. Again, like the Blitza-bommer, very good mobility, a good fortitude score, so the defensive cost is low. The difference between the two, really, it's the bomb. So where the Blitza-bommer is having a bit more anti-tank capacity because of its bomb, the Burna-bomber is having a bit more anti-personnel capacity. So that's the main difference between those two units. Next, we have the Deca Jet. So for 150 points, you are getting a model armed with 4 supra shooter. So it gives a lot of firepower, and it has the Deca rule, but also all that Deca, which add 1 to hit rolls if it attack the same target in that phase. So it increased the ballistic skill of the unit. So overall, that gives a unit that performed extremely well in the metrics. Overall, by adding 1 to the ballistic skill, it increased significantly the damage output. So it makes the unit per point in the flyer that has the best anti-personnel shooting, and also one that has the best anti-tank shooting. So very interesting choice that makes a unit that is considered sky blue. That is, when you when you take into consideration the mobility and the damage output, and you compare it to its fortitude score, it is close to have 2 times the damage output or offensive capacity than its defensive cost. So that makes a unit that is very, very, very efficient. Finally, we have the Wasboom Blitza Jet. So for 165%, you are getting a model armed with 2 Wasboom mega cannon, a smash-gun, and a stick bomb flinga. The smash-gun is particular. It is a 48-inch weapon, heavy D3, and its strength, instead of being a normal roll, you roll 2d6, and if the result is greater than the target toughness, then it wounds. So it gives overall almost between a strength 7.5, between strength 7, strength 8 weapon, and good armor penetration, -4, and a d6 damage. Also the stick bomb flinga is assault 2d6, strength 3, so very anti-personal, close range, and the Wasboom mega cannon, 36-inch, and heavy d3. You got 2 of them, so that makes 4 attacks, strength 8, AP -3, damage d6, and you can receive mortal wounds if you get hit rolls of 1. So that's not good, and this was not considered in the metrics. For this analysis, the Deca rule was taken into account. Also the mech brain enhanced weapon sight, which allowed to increase the ballistic skill for shooting with the smash-gun. So it was also considered in the metrics. Like the other flyers of the Orks, that unit performed well in our metrics. It has a very good anti-tank shooting capacity. It is a dedicated anti-tank shooter. So and the drawback, it has a bit less anti-personal shooting element. Its fortitude score is a bit higher than the other Ork's Flyers, so that makes a defensive cost that is a bit higher. So overall makes maybe a unit that is a bit less efficient, but still as a score of 125%, it is a good choice. So overall, very good choice for the Orks when it comes to flyers. So there you have a good opportunity. I think the Deca Jet is the best choice. It has more versatile shooting capacity. It is good against, very, very good against infantry, and it is okay against tank, and of course very, very mobile unit. It's the best defensive score because it's the unit that costs the less. The drawback of all the flyers with the Orks is they don't have a lot of force multipliers. So the unit, you only have that unit. It will not be boosted by a lot of element. So it's very, very hard to find something that would increase the Deca Jet performance. If you have any ideas, please mention it in the comments. So this video described the flyers for the Orks using our normalized metrics. Subscribe if you like this kind of content. I will upload all the units of 40K using exactly the same method. Thank you for watching. Over and out.